to see all of you. My name is Danielle Largo, and you are in the right place at the right time today. This is Ask Danielle, your personal pet behaviors webinar. And I'm so excited to meet all of you. A lot of you have sent in your pet questions, and I have some goodies for you today. And I will try my best to answer as many as I can in this hour time that we have together. First things first, I want you to have a pen and paper ready for anything that comes across that resonates with you, so you can write it down and help yourselves, okay? And also, if you look right below the live video that's playing, there is a Facebook chat button. For all of you that have a Facebook account, I want you to type in your challenge there, or your comment, or just say hello. Anything, you feel free. Only make it nice, okay? This is G rated, all right? Just kidding. Anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I have been doing this a very, very, very long time. I basically was gifted this by God. My training came from really working with some of the best vets and pet rescues that are around on the planet. And what I do comes naturally to me. So everything that I learned formally just added to the original product. And I feel so honored to have connected with all of you. Your pets are my family, and it is my job to bridge the gap of communication between you and your pets. I know you love them, or you wouldn't be here. And animal lovers are my people. I love you guys. I honor you. But sometimes what pets are saying gets lost in the translation, especially if you have a rescue, which tends to be my specialty. Understanding what your pet's behavior means is going to deepen your relationship, not only from your side, but from theirs. And that's what we want. Our pets are always communicating to us all the time. Just that sometimes the answer gets lost in the middle, in the static, in the translation. So I am here to bridge that gap. And when you work with me, it's going to be very thorough with a lot of clarity. A lot of it is going to depend on the humans. Let me tell you a secret, guys. You can help the pet if you help the human. That's how it is. So when we work together, you're really going to be held accountable for that homework, because the homework is what's going to give you the results that you are looking for. And even if you do 50% of the homework, you're going to get great results. Of course, I love for you to do all of it and be excellent students, but I'm a realist to a fault. So if you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. Okay. So I just got a note that there's a big reflection on my lens. So I'm going to take this off for the time being. Hello. Okay, and I'll just have to adjust it when it's time for me to read. Okay. So a lot of you I have worked with, and I want to say a big hello to any of the Bejo community. On the right side of the screen, there is an opt-in button, and I would love for you to join us and become part of our community. You get a lot of free info. You find out what events we're having. You find out where we're doing. You get a lot of free tips for your pets. Recipes and a lot of cool mixers and just a lot of great stuff. Okay, so first of all, what I would like to say to all of you is going to read my notes here if I can. Um, everybody behaves better when they have the confidence that they have been heard and understood. This includes your pets. Did you know that? Pets have a component that is spiritual, just like us, and they can understand what you're communicating without words. So, if you have ever noticed with your pets, if you're having a depression and they start acting really goofy, it's because they can feel that. And in their way, they don't understand how to fix it, but they're reacting to you. They're reacting to the surrounding that you're giving out. And I also ask you guys, if you know that your pets are a reflection of you. What does that mean? That means that they are part of your personality. That's one of the reasons why you were drawn to each other in the first place. One of the first things I do is ask everyone, why did you pick this dog? Why did you pick this cat? What about them stood out to you? What made them say to you, I belong with you? And something in you said, yes, you do. Something in you said, you are my baby, come home with me. There is something, and that something is what is creating this very strong bond of family. And when you really think about that and discover that, it really, really helps you learn more about yourselves. And the thing I want to tell you is that if you are a very hyper person and you get somebody calm, there is something that that pet has that's going to add to you, and vice versa. If you're really calm, laid back, and you get somebody hyper, which I've seen this a lot, then that dog is going to get you moving. It's always so balanced, and a lot of people miss this part, and I just want to bring attention to it because it really aids in your relationship. As I mentioned earlier, I really, really, really specialize in the rescues. Rescues are my favorite, probably because I relate to them. Because I, on my own journey in this life, have been abandoned. I have major trust issues, and there is hope for people like that. There is hope for animals like that. And a lot of people get rescues, especially now. It's very popular, but the love isn't enough. You need to have a plan. You need to be prepared for what you're going to get. They have major trust issues, but if you get through to that cat or that dog, they're going to be the best friends you've ever had, the best therapist you can get for free, your companion, and they're going to be so loyal to you that I always say nobody loves you like a rescue. They're loyal, 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 but you have to break that barrier. So how do you go about doing that? First things first, you have to learn to listen. You have to learn to listen to what is going on with them. And this is why my method, I call it the Bayesian method, is so effective. Is because we do this one-on-one specialized pet care with you that sets up a profile of your pet's personality, so you know what you're working with. I always say, if you know what you're working with, you can get through to anybody, okay? And once somebody's been heard with confidence, they will give you the world. Everybody wants to be heard and understood at the end of the day and accepted, right? I know I do. Pets are no different. So when you do this, the world is your oyster, and it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding for them, and it's really rewarding for you. So this is my mission in life, to help you guys. So I'm not here putting judgment on anybody, but everybody needs a little help now and then, and that is what I am here to do. Okay, so we're all a big family and we're working together to get the results that you want, you need, and you definitely deserve. All right, so this is what I want to do. A lot of you have sent in these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful questions, and I am going to start with the cat first. So here we go. Put on this so I can see. We're going to adjust this light a little bit. Hopefully we can do that. Okay, I don't know. Trying. How about that? Is that bad? That's not good, right? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Just a second. Got some technical difficulties. Oh, I can see that. Well, guys, I gotta see. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So first things first, what I want to tell you is cats and dogs are very different. And one of the main problems I notice that people have is they confuse both of them as the same. This is driving me nuts. I can't do this. But you can't do that because they're very, very, very different in the basic dynamic, okay? I always say there are exceptions to any rule, but this is about 90% of the time. Cats are like women. They're very cautious and they don't trust easily. You have to earn the trust of a cat. And dogs are a lot like men. They're very open with their feelings and they want to please you. There are some cats like that, like Bejo, my cat. He's a cat dog. And a lot of people laugh when I say that, but when they meet him, they understand what I'm saying. So having said that and laid that foundation, one of the things that I see that is one of my pet peeves, and we have all kind of packages to help you with any of the challenges you're having, is when people throw a new animal into a situation. They just think that they're just going to get along somehow, and that is so not true. If you've done that and it's worked out for you, you are blessed, okay? Because that can be a disaster of gigantic proportions, and I just hate to see that because usually the way you start is the way you're going to end up. All right. And if you call me first, we can just fix all that and we don't have to go through all of these issues like this. Now, the difference with working with me is you get it right the first time. You don't have to guess. You know, I love Petco, PetSmart. I work with all of them with my rescues and affiliations. But I will tell you the difference here. How many hundreds and thousands of dollars have you spent going to them trying to figure out your pet? I know the answer because by the time you get to me, you've invested quite a lot. And I'm doing this so that if you come to me first, we can nail it first. And then you can go about your happy lives and harmonious surroundings in your family, which is the goal, okay? Those stores are there that are great for foundational truths. And what do I mean by that? I mean that, say, you have a Labrador. Labradors love swimming, most of them. I have met some that can't stand the water. They have water anxiety. So what do? You understand what I'm saying? So when you get one that has its own twist on its personality, you got to find out why first, and then go forward in how to fix it. And that's what I do, is I bring clarity to you. So we're gonna start. Let me see, who do we have first? Oh, Sherry, I hope you're on this broadcast. She's in New York and she's a lawyer and she's wonderful. And I hope you're staying warm from all that snow there, okay? I heard it was atrocious. Hopefully it'll get better soon, okay? So Sherry has a cat, a black and white cat that has newly come into her family, and his name is Felix. Now, I have not met Felix personally, but I love him. He is a ham and he is a handful. I always say, you know, the smart pets, it's a two-edged sword, because they, you, that smartness can work against you, okay? That smartness can make them just test you beyond words, all right? Because they're so smart, they get bored easily. And they can figure out things that other ones may be content not to even try to figure out, and just to get a rise out of you. And they have like sassy personalities. And I was reading her challenge, and Felix likes getting on the kitchen countertop. Now, let me tell you something about cats. Cats, their main goal in life is not to be on the ground. They like to be up high. They're climbers, guys. Think about the big cats in the wild. They're just a smaller version. So jumping up on stuff, you can domesticate them, but you got to know how to do it. The key with a cat is making them think that everything is their idea. Yes, I know that's really a lot of ego there, but I'm telling you the truth. If you can do that, then you can get them to do anything that you desire. It really is amazing to me. Maybe I shouldn't say anything, but 90%. You got to do some psychological warfare here, okay? Get in that mind and find out how it works, what makes them tick, all right? So Felix loves getting on the countertop, and he's doing it to be a smart butt. He does it a lot, I know, to get a rise out of Sherry and her husband and her children, who she loves pets. She has more than one in the house. And Felix is new, so he's been a bit of a little pain, which is normal. So I spoke to her, and one of the solutions that I've had that works really great with cats is you have to show them, first of all, when you bring them in the house, immediately, and people don't do this, what is acceptable and what is not acceptable to do living with you, okay? And most of the time, if you do that and you reward the good behavior, they'll stop, okay? But they're gonna test you. So I tell you that it's gonna be 2 weeks. Usually, some are a little quicker, but usually about 2 weeks before you see some improvement, all right? You guys, can I just say this right here? Put down the water bottle, okay? Yes, as a backup, sometimes things like that are necessary. But to be honest, for the most part, you don't need to do that, okay? And some cats, it doesn't work anyway. They become immune to it, and you'll just have a sopping, dripping cat with water coming off his whiskers, and then he's going to act out even worse, okay? And another thing, women don't yell. One of the main things I teach is alpha behavior. Now, out of men, this comes very easily because they're testosterone. But ladies, you got to get a grip on your emotions. You got to quit freaking out and squealing and doing all this, because the more you react, have you noticed, the more your pet acts out. So what I told Sherry to do is to get a can with about 3 pennies in it. And cats don't like loud noises. And when she's there, to do an alpha voice, which is low. An alpha voice is, I'll demonstrate it a little bit, is, say I was saying no to you. You can say no, 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 right? Okay, That doesn't do anything. You have to change your breathing. You have to stand up straight, and it has to come from your diaphragm. And you have to look at them piercingly with the finger out and say, no, no. And then be quiet, nothing. Now, is this being mean? No. But when the mother cat is with her babies and they're doing something that she doesn't like, what has to happen is she will give them a signal that it's not all right, and they will get it, I promise you. So you have to mimic the mother, because you're in human form, but you're part of their pride. Okay, so I'm reading this. I'm getting all kind of bells and whistles going on, you guys, so bear with me. But anyway, and that is for her to do when she's at home. When she's not at home, what will happen is she has to set booby traps for him, okay? And the booby traps, I told her, and I know she didn't want to do this because it's a pain. And I get it. But Sherry, if you do it, it'll work, okay? So I told her to get a cookie tray full of water and put some ice cubes in it and set it up right on the counter where Felix is going to jump up, and attach it to some soda cans on either side with a black string. So when he jumps up on the counter, he's going to trip the string and knock it down, probably, and make a big mess, because they hate getting their paws wet, especially if it's wet and cold, okay? And this is going to deter him even when she's not there. And he's a smart little guy, so he will look for another way to get a reaction out of you. Okay, so I spoke to her and she told me that she hasn't even had to do the water tray thing. So good for you, and he's doing wonderfully. All right, so next we have Susan P. Oh, I didn't look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, Susan, sweetie. She's got 3 cats, and she just added a new member, and his name is Timmy. And, ooh, guys, okay. Timmy is peeing on top of her. Oh, Susan, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Okay. Ooh. All right. I bet you I know what's going on here. You probably brought Timmy in and didn't acclimate him properly. Wow. He is trying to reclaim his territory, and that is you. And cats have to be taught to get along with each other. For the most part, they're loners. And sounds like Timmy doesn't want to share. And one of the things you're going to have to do, and this is going to be a lot of work for you, Susan, but you're going to have special time for each of them and acclimate them slowly. And when you sleep, that room door has got to be closed, and Timmy should be off in a room by himself for a couple of nights until you do these exercises that I'm just getting ready to tell you. And one of them is to make him feel secure in a multi-pet environment. And how you do that is there has to be alone time every day with Timmy, so he can expect it and know that he is secure, and his time with you is secure, and his place with you, with all of these cats and dogs and whatever else you may have, is fine in the house. You really need to sign up with me, because to go into the specifics here for you is going to take a lot of time, and I want to make sure that I do you justice, okay? So do that, because we have a great special today that I'm offering free sessions for those of you that buy today, all right? So Susan, I'm looking forward to helping you with that. And then next we have Michelle W. with socks. Socks, how old is Socks? Socks is about 2 years old, very good. Okay. And he is peeing by the sliding door going outside to the backyard. And he hasn't been doing, oh, okay. All right. So I can guarantee you what's going on with Socks is that he sees another animal coming in his yard, which is his territory. And I need to know if Socks is an indoor, outdoor cat, or if he's just an indoor cat. As I said, cats are very territorial, and they don't want another animal coming near their territory, or they're going to mark it. And that's what Socks is doing. So to remedy this, what you need to do is to go outside and reclaim the territory. You need to get the animals to quit coming and trespassing in your yard. And yes, there are ways to do that, and I can help you specifically with that. There are certain no marking sprays that I use, but first the entire area needs to be rid of any animal smell and to make it a clean territory. And there are specifics on how to do that. And then after you do that, we need to secure any holes in the fence from possums and raccoons and other cats being able to come in. And once you secure the holes in your fencing around, you need to put some barriers on top so that they can't come over the top. And then you need to really clean that area by the patio door, because I know urine and it's hard to get out, especially if he's been doing it a long time. You don't say how long this behavior has been going on here. It can soak in the wood and really cause a mess. And even though you can't smell it anymore, they can smell it. So I need to work with you on that. Oh, you said you're gonna sign up. Oh, okay. Well, hey, thank you. I look forward to helping you because this can be fixed. Please don't have Socks lose his home. He doesn't have to. Changes happen. He's just trying to work it out on a cat level. Okay. And last, we have Henry, who has a cat named Stripes. And oh yes, this is common. Stripes is biting, okay? Now, Henry, I have to ask you a question, okay? Yes, Stripes is the only child. I have a little challenge with the men people with cats, okay? Are you, I bet you are, playing with your hands with Stripes? Now, I know there's a little bit of delay on the video, but when you do all this to a cat, that is not the same reaction you're going to get as with a dog. Cats, that is going to unleash a aggressive behavior. You need to play with a toy with Stripes, and you have got to yeah, we got to do some new behavior and trust exercises with Stripes so that he can retrust you, because once a cat starts doing that, I'm going to be honest with you, it takes a minute. It takes about a good 3 months of diligent work, no teasing. Cats don't like teasing. Dogs don't like it either, but they're more tolerant than cats. You didn't say so here, but I bet you Stripes has not only bitten you, but I bet you he has stalked you and scratched you, because it is unpleasant what you are doing. It is not cute. It is not fun for anybody but you. And you need to direct all that energy in a toy, because everything with a cat is prey. Telling you the truth. The way they play is prey. That's why their toys are shaped like mice and stuff, because that's how their brain works. When they are playing, they are going through a process as a predator, okay? They play with their prey first before they kill it. I know that sounds brutal, but you guys need to know the truth, okay? They are playing with it before they strike and they kill it. And your hand is representing some prey at this point. And I know you are doing this. I can feel it in my gut, okay? And you are causing your cat not to trust you, which is a crime, because you're the closest thing to him, okay? And guess what? When you bring somebody in the house, I don't know if you're married or you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, but it's going to cause problems, and it's not Stripe's fault. But the good news is this can be reversed. It's going to be a lot of work on your part, because as I said, you got to gain the trust of Stripes all over for him to acknowledge that you are loving him and not teasing him and not causing some unnecessary stress and aggression to come out, okay? So we don't want that. They might have to deal with it outside or when they go to the vet or from another animal, but it shouldn't come from you, okay? It's not good. It's not good, guys. Don't do that if you have a cat. You want to play with them, direct the energy into the toy, not your hands, okay? Because sooner or later, you're gonna get bit or scratched. All right, that's how it works, and we don't want that, right? Right. Okay, this is so awesome, you guys. This is so cool. All right, so I'm gonna pause here for a minute. Let's see if we can do this. And I'm going to see if you guys have any questions that are coming in that are new. Let's see. This is so cool. I love participation. It is the best on the planet. How cool is that? All right. So let's see who has submitted something for me. I hope somebody has. All right. Just a second. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. My computer is working really slowly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Patience, people. Patience. Oh my goodness. Come on. Okay. So, all right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. You guys, the Facebook little button down there, if you don't have any questions, that's great. I'm going to keep going. But if you do, please type it. This is your time. This is your time today. I want to make sure that you can participate if you want to. Put that in there. Awesome. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're going to go to the dogs, okay? And the dogs, there's a lady by the name of Pamela. and her dog's name is Sam. And Sam is a terrier. And Pamela says that she is being driven crazy by the excessive barking. Oh, yes. Little dogs love to bark, okay? Much more than big ones. And terriers are scrappy little things. They are so cute. They're some of my favorites. But I have to tell you that they have major attitude. So, Pam, let's see if we can help you out, okay? First of all, I want to say this to you. You want Sam to bark. You just got to show him when it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate, okay? And one of the worst things you can do is let Sam see that he is driving you nuts, because then he's going to pour it on. That's how a lot of terriers are. You want to make sure that you convey that you are not pleased when he is barking without yelling and using your voice. One of the first things I do with women is I make them we tend to be very verbal creatures, and that only makes a dog bark more. When you yell, when you're spazzing out, you got to calm down, okay? And you got to take authority over that dog. One of the things to do, because terriers are great guard dogs, and I just have a feeling that this is your only baby in the house, your pet baby, and that he is spoiled. Yeah, I bet you're a little bit of an older woman. I just have this feeling. And he's the boss of you right now, and that can't be. You have to first become the alpha, and I would love the opportunity to show you how to do this, because dogs are pack animals, and they have to respond to you as their leader, or you will not be respected. I don't care how big they are, how little they are. I have trained great big mastiffs, 180, 190 pounds, and I'm 5'10", so I do have a presence, but you have to convey that to the dog. And it's not being mean. I'm not about breaking your animal's spirit, but they have to be disciplined. They have to behave, and they have to mind you. Now think about this, Pam, okay, because you're saying you don't want him to feel like you're being mean. Let me say this to you. If an accident happened, God forbid, and you were in public and you needed Sam to respond to you, would he? Or would he just run off? You have to be confident that your pet will hear your voice in the middle of whatever is going on, whatever chaos is going on. And that is foundational training. And Sam needs that. And I wouldn't do you justice to tell you all these things to do, because there's more than one. And I need to show you the dynamic first of why he's barking, and then go about fixing it. And you didn't give me a lot of info here, but this I will tell you is start by stop reacting hysterically when he's barking. Okay? You say quiet, quiet, and look at him, and don't respond to him till he calms down. Now you need to do this by yourself in your home, okay? And practice so that he will get used to this new behavior in you. A lot of times, one of the basic principles I can tell you with dogs is, unless they have a chemical imbalance, which Sam could use some calming formula. I believe in calming formulas for everybody, including myself. In the evening, I like a little chamomile tea just to take the edge off, relax my nervous system, and there's nothing wrong with that. And When you work with me, tell you all the products to do. They're handpicked. They are natural. I don't believe in drugs, not unless it's an emergency and somebody needs some surgery or we got a real bipolar situation going on, which sometimes you have. They can be affected just like us. And I haven't met Sam, nor have I spoken to you, but I would like to before diagnosing this thoroughly to get some more information. But the first thing is you got to calm down. They respond to your biorhythms. Did you know that? Did you know that dogs can feel you before they hear you or even see you? It is a spiritual thing. It is totally visceral. It's scientific what I'm saying. And if you calm down, he's going to calm down. Okay? Because he's the closest thing with you. And I just have this feeling in myself that he is an only child. So that there are some pluses with that and there are some minuses, okay? And he needs to be socialized too. It's very important for terriers, especially to be socialized because, you know, they're very macho little dogs. That's the best way I can describe it. Out of all the dog breeds, you know, they'll take on anybody. They don't care what size they are, which I love about them because they're just fearless. You know, they're little hunters used to flush out small game. So that's in his DNA, and you need to understand that. But he needs to understand that you are the boss of him, and he is not the boss of you, okay? So I need to speak with you to go into that. But the first thing with all this barking is you want them to bark if somebody's coming to the door. You want that. But then they got to calm down. They can't bark at everything, okay? There's certain times to bark and certain times not to. Just like if you had a child, there's certain times to be quiet and then there's some certain times where they can be free. One of the things that's my pet peeves, you ever ate in a restaurant before and some little kid is flipping out in the seat behind you? I mean, I love children, but it's like, teach your child how to sit down and be quiet. There's other people here, and draw and color and use his inside voice. You know, I'm not, you know, militant about it, but you know what I'm saying. So the same thing goes with our pets. Okay, the next one is Joan, and her dog is Tucker. She doesn't say what kind of dog this is, but Tucker, oh, she says that Tucker looks like he has springs in his legs, and she has a real big problem with him jumping up on people. Okay. All right, first of all, Joan, Tucker sounds like he's pretty young. And you got to understand why a dog jumps. Primarily, a dog jumps because they're excited and they are happy to see you and they're trying to say hello. Okay, they're so excited. So it's a good thing. So you don't want to break their spirit, but you got to calm that energy. And one of the ways, again, to do this is for you to calm down. Calm down. Don't you keep saying down, down, down. No, no, no. Don't do that. Okay? No, no, no. We don't do that. You say something once, and then you seat Tucker. Okay? And if you're doing it inside, I don't know if he's just doing this everywhere on you or what, but let's pick when a guest comes over. You need a friend or somebody that you can train with, okay, for this exercise. I'll give you a freebie today, all right? So when they come over, have your dog on the leash, okay? And when you open the door, have them come in, but you take Tucker on that leash and you have the person stand there and you take Tucker about 6 feet away and get him to sit. And you might take a minute, but just say sit and stay calm, and then step on the end of the leash and have him sit there for about 15 minutes. Then pick up the leash and go forward, okay, about 3 feet from the person. If he's bouncing all over the wall again, get him to sit again until he calms down, okay? and don't have the person say anything. One of the things with guests coming over with dogs, it's normal, it's human. They're like, oh, hi, puppy, 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 puppy. Oh, puppy, puppy. Okay, they got to stop that. Just for about a couple of weeks until Tucker gets the feel of what you're doing, okay? And he will. He's just excited, and this is going to give him a Selah moment, which is basically pause and calmly think about that. And so the whole environment has to be calm for him to get a grasp that it's time to be calm now. Okay, and he might be whining or shaking a little bit, and that's okay. That's all right. Okay, you're gonna work with him, and the more you do it, the better he's gonna get, and you're gonna see. So when you finally, after the 3 feet and the person's sitting there and he's calm, wait till he's calm now for at least about 15-30 seconds. And he's gonna look at you, say, good boy, and then back up from the leash, take your foot off the leash, and basically have the person bend over slowly to pet him, but only if he's seated, and say, hello, Tucker, good boy, good boy. And then if you want, although it's not necessary, give him a treat. You only reward good behavior, okay? Only good behavior. So I have been alerted that I have a question. Yay! So we're gonna go over here and see who it is that has, okay, who has submitted this question. Yay! I love it. You guys having fun? I am having so much fun. I could do this all day in my sleep, I tell you. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I've got a little rainbow Willie here, but that's all right. We can do it. So excuse the glare on the glasses. We're working it out today. Okay. Cooperate with me, little computer. Come on. Anyway, the main thing I want to tell you is patience is golden. Patience is golden, and if you can harness your impatience and your frustration and all these areas, and my computer is going really slow. Excuse me, guys. Come on. Of course, you're going to act like this right now. Anywho, if you can do that, then what will happen is your pet will basically respond to you, okay? Because you are the center of their world, all right? And if they don't please you, their day just isn't right. And people don't believe me when I tell them that, but it's true. They are so concerned with you. And if we can get you to cooperate and get with the program, then everything else is going to be fine. Sorry about that, guys. It seems to be going really, really, really slowly here. Anywho, for today, I just want to tell you that this offer that I'm making is for people that are out of the state also. So if you don't live in California, that's fine. This is perfect for you. And if you do, then you can do it also. It's fine. Come on. I am so sorry about this. That's okay. All right. So in the meantime, there is another question I have here. How to get the dog to walk on a leash. Okay, this is Samson, and Samson is big, and I'm a petite. Oh, okay. Lindsay, I feel your pain, all right? It's okay. What I want to tell you is, first things first, you need to get some tools to help yourself, okay? And one of the tools is consistency. I want you to walk Samson every day, okay, so he can get used to you. A lot of times the problem with leash pulling is they're so excited because they haven't been out with you. So it takes them a minute to calm down. And when they get used to this, then you can get more results from them, okay? And then we're going to get a gentle lead leash for him because he's pretty young and he's big, all right? So that's going to help you automatically get his attention and his focus. Because the main thing we want with a dog is for him to focus on you and not, you know, that saying that like, oh, squirrel, and he runs over there. We don't want that. We want him to focus on you, okay? So let's see here. Okay, it says my cat wakes me up and eat. Okay, yes, that's a problem with cats. So here's the deal. This cat is waking them up multiple times a night and they want to eat and play, and the person, the poor human, isn't getting any rest. So this is what I want to say. Cats are nocturnal creatures, and I have trained Bejo to sleep at night, and you can train yours too. You have to have a nighttime routine. First of all, there has to, I don't care what time you come home, this is one of the investments of being a pet parent. You have to rump that cat. That cat has to have at least 10 minutes of play. 10 minutes really usually does it for a cat. And when I mean rump, I mean not just a little feather. I mean get them to move, get them to have some energy, make it fun. You know, drag that toy around corners and have them leap and pounce and, you know, throw a cookie across the room and have them retrieve it. And do this for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to feed the cat about an hour before you go to bed. Not a lot, but get them used to this because that blood going to that tummy is going to help them calm down also. And there is a relaxation formula that I love that you can get. It's Rescue Remedy. You put about 4 drops on one of their favorite treats, and what you can do is give it to them. Most of the time they don't mind the taste, and that will help them start to get in the mode for sleep. And then you calm down. Go have some snuggle time with the cat and go in your bed, even if it isn't to sleep. Just go there and let the cat relax with you. And then when you go to bed for about 3 nights, use some earplugs. This is what I do. Totally ignore the cat. They are pains more than a dog. And to ignore them, you have to be really, really, really persistent and outwill that cat, okay? Most of the time that'll do it, and they'll just settle back down if they see that you mean business. If not, close the room for 3 nights, and then after that, open the door slowly, okay, when you go to bed. But they gotta adjust to the transition in the house. So that really should help you get a handle on this. They can be taught to sleep at night, but you have to change the environment, okay? Just like with us, I'm not really a morning person, okay? But to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I have the discipline to do it, but I had to change my environment to make it as successful for myself as I could. And the same thing goes with your pets. If you make a plan and follow it, they will adjust. Now, they're going to fight you for about a couple of nights, but usually by the 3rd, 4th night, you're seeing improvement. Okay? So right now, it's about, wow, that went really fast, 11:57, and I want to give you this wonderful gift I have today. I'm going to be coming to you in your home, the comfort of your home, for 4 visits, 30 minutes, and setting up your own pet profile similar to this. I hope you can see it. This is my client. Let me get the glare off. His name is Hank, and this is an example of a pet profile. We give, just like a doctor does, what kind of personality, what time we started, all your homework goes in here, and the list of the diagnosis and the challenge, and we mark his progress. So when you come to us, we have a file on Hank. We don't have to guess. Everything is done specifically to your pet. And then you get walked through the Bejo process. After the profile, we diagnose your specific challenge and solve it for you with clarity, giving you a step-by-step breakdown of why this is happening, what to do about it, tell you what products that you need specifically for your pet and your household, and checking out your pet system, making sure there are allergies, anything like that. So it's catered totally to you. I take you by the hand and walk you through this personally with the homework. Make sure you're accountable, make sure you're doing it properly. And it's 4 sessions, 30 minutes a week in your home, booked to your schedule and mine, and that's $550 today. Now what I'm going to do, the first people that sign up, I am going to throw in a free pet session. So that's a free 30-minute session for you today, 5 for $550 for 5 weeks, all right, where you get to ask me anything you want, explain till your little heart is content, and I will make sure you understand everything, and you will get the results you need, and you do not have to go reading all this information unless you want to. That's great. Or guessing. I take the guesswork out of it and make it easy for you. Now, I am offering, if you can't do that today, I will break it into 2 payments for you, and you just, at the bottom of this video, call or email me your phone number and everything, and then we can get started that way, and I'll personally invoice you, okay? But this is really a great thing to have so that you and your pet can get on the same page at the same time and have a harmonious relationship that you want. And I am more than happy and honored to work with you all. It is my pleasure to have been here and to have met you. You guys are absolutely awesome. You know, animal lovers are the sexiest. You know that, right? Well, it is the truth. So from all of us here to all of you, I just want to tell you thank you. I appreciate your time today, spending this hour with me. And I'm here to serve you in all of your pets' needs. And just remember, pets rule. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.